Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to WoW Classic Hardcore and our Dwarf Hunter playthrough. Thank you guys very much for clicking on the video and for choosing to join me here today. I do appreciate it, and I hope you were all doing well. It is a rainy day here in Stranglethorn, and it's a snowy day outside my door. And it's also a day that I am still really under the weather. I have been trying to beat this cold or flu that has been going through the family, and I haven't conquered it yet. My voice is rough, I feel really rough, and so today, instead of jumping on a stream, I figured I would get on here and just have a chill recording. We're gonna go grind on some trolls for a little while. Should be relatively safe. I know the area that I'm going to head to. We could probably also try to grab the first troll legend. I don't think we'll be going out there anytime soon into the ocean. But yeah, that's what we have on deck for today. Again, thank you guys very much for being here. I appreciate it. My hope is that by Thursday this week, when Season of Discovery comes out, that'll be back to near 100%. I hope so. Right now, how I feel, I'm not entirely optimistic. I have had a couple of rough nights with little to no sleep and lots of coughing my lungs out. So, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I should know within a day or so, you know. Today is Monday for me. And you guys will probably be watching this on a Tuesday. So I'm hoping by Wednesday to feel better. And then by Thursday to just really be ready to buckle in and get going in the Season of Discovery with you guys. Now these shaman might have a heal, but unfortunately there's not really anything we can do about it because we have no interrupts. What are the odds we can pull one of these guys out without the other? Not very good. Let's plan to handle both of them, because yeah, I think they're both going to come together. Yeah, there we go. Let's wait till the pet gets aggro here. And then we'll back off. We can't lose, obviously, because we have the high ground. You know, I really wanted to pull him out. Yeah, exactly for that reason. I don't have a lot of hope for our buddy here. And so I think we are going to run from this. I don't know if Kermit's gonna make it. But we're gonna make it, and that's what matters. I'm pretty sure we can pull the one out without pulling the other two. We just can't send Kermit all the way in. Oh, hi there. How are you? I would say that method worked much better. This has been a productive little area for these guys. This is not where I usually fight them. I usually fight them closer to the beach. I hit him way too hard, way too fast. There we go. So I have been trying in the last couple days to figure out what I'm going to play in the season of Discovery. And I did a pros and cons list. I made a list first of like classes that I thought I was going to exclude that were not going to be options. And then I made a list of the classes that remained. But then I started my pros and cons list, and then thinking down that line led me to remove a lot of the classes I put on my do not fly list. So it ended up to a point where like basically every class was back on the table. And I went through for a bunch of classes, and I wrote out some pros and cons and kind of planned out what I would do on professions on each of the classes. And ultimately, after doing that for like an hour over the course of a couple days, I've kind of landed on a hunter. I've kind of landed on a night elf hunter. For a couple of reasons. One reason is that I'm really interested in checking out like a no pet build, and possibly even a melee build, if there is a melee build that's going to be possible. But I'd love to either do a no pet build, like 100% hunter damage, or a melee build, even if that means that the melee build would have a pet. And so yeah, I feel like that'd be like very different gameplay. And I'm kind of into it. I like the idea of it a lot. For also, you know, being a night elf, I was thinking about the PvP aspect of the season and the end game Ashenvale event, and I thought like a hunter with Shadow Meld. A hunter with Shadow Meld would be very good for PvP. I could like post up if we're like protecting an objective. I'm trying to get the jump on somebody, I could go into Shadow Meld. And I could pop out of Shadow Meld. And then, like, as a Night Elf Hunter, we would get to use bows. So, like, on this Hunter, we are sticking basically all the way with guns. Because we have the gun spec. So, gun specialization. So, on the Night Elf, we'll be able to go bows. And because we're going bows, I won't be taking engineering. What I'll do is I'll take leatherworking and skinning. Because I really want to get the new patterns. They're introducing some new crafted gear into the season, and I'd love to be able to make that stuff for myself. So yeah, that's kind of what I've like. That's, you know, there are other options, but that was kind of what like all my pros and cons led me to. Is I had the most pros written down and the least cons for a hunter. As far, you know, also considering like what am I in the mood to do? Well, I'm mainly looking to deal damage. I don't really know that I'm looking to tank. And ultimately, I'm really not looking to heal. Other options were, you know, the Paladin is still on the table. My biggest worry about the Paladin is that, like, looking at everything they're adding, they're basically, it seems like, adding every ability that we got in Wrath of the Lich King. So, what I worry about with that is that it's going to feel like the Wrath of the Lich King Paladin. You know, it's going to be basically, once you get all the new abilities that you want, your Divine Storm, your Crusader Strike, or if you're a tank, you got your Taunt and your Avenging Shield now. I worry it's going to feel just like the Wrath Pally. You know what I mean? And it would be really, really unfortunate to have a Wrath Pally that I'm trying to play sometimes, and then to have my Season of Discovery character end up feeling just like that. That's like, I kind of have to avoid the Paladin until I know how it's actually going to feel. And I'm hoping some of you guys will play Paladin, and then like while we go through the season, you can let me know. You know, hey, you know, it feels like the Wrath Pally, or hey, it just feels like a better version of the classic Pally. Because that's what I want. I want it to feel like a more fleshed out version of the classic Pally. But since they talked about increasing everyone's like character power, you know, that was one of the main things that they talked about. I feel like the easiest way to do that on the Paladin is to make it like the Wrath Paladin, where like our power spiked incredibly once Paladins got into Wrath of the Lich King. So it feels like if they're trying to make characters more powerful, then the class is probably going to feel the same. So I have to shelf the paladin idea at least until my second character. I plan to be able to run about, you know, probably 2 or 3 characters through the season, depending on like how long like the later level segments are, like how much time we have in those later segments. So, you know, we should be able to run up at least 3 characters. So I'm kind of trying to also build not only deciding like what character to play first, but also trying to build my roster of alts. Like, how many do I want to have? What classes are they? Kermit is just getting all the attention in here today. It's nice to be here and be able to handle this stuff. Because a lot of times, if you don't have a pet, like, there's no way you do this. I love when they get confused. You see how long he got confused? He's like, what do I do? Do I keep throwing? I mean, what should I do? It's not very effective. Ooh, yeah, let's get him over here before this guy aggroes. This is tricky. We got ourselves in a little bit of a tricky situation. I think we're going to end up clearing this whole place out. I'm going to give him a nice big heal after this guy goes down. Yeah, I probably should have done it before that, but we'll do it after he goes down. Alright. Oh, we don't have mana now. Oh, dear God. We don't have mana. I just have to finish this guy as quickly as possible, I guess. If Kermit goes down, we really can't do a lot to kill this guy. I'm gonna get that off just in case. Ooh, that was close. Alright, let's mana up and we'll get him a big heal. Eventually we might be able to loot. So yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Other classes, I kind of went through everything, like I said, did pros and cons. The class that I seemed to be least excited about was actually the Rogue. I didn't have a lot of like pluses on my plus and minus list for the Rogue. I didn't really have a lot of minuses either. Well, I put tank on there as a plus and a minus. You know, can tank, plus and minus, pro and con. We can tank, but then we're tanking. And like, do I really want to do that? I don't know. And unfortunately, like, you know, like everybody else on the planet, if I want to tank, I would probably want to do it on a Warlock. Because, like, going into Metamorphosis form to tank and having it change all those abilities to, like, melee tanking abilities, that's just really cool. That's, like, one of the biggest formative class changes, I think, was done to the Warlock. I guess you could say if Rogue can actually, like, full-time tank, and not just based on a cooldown, then maybe Rogue. But no, I think that, like, formatively changing classes would be, like, Warlock is the most changed. Because you're getting a demon form that you shift into, and that you stay into. You know, it's like turning it into a shape-shifting class. But not only that, but then your role is then to tank. You know, you're not even shape-shifting to deal damage. You're shape-shifting to tank. It's like really, really groundbreaking for the class, you know. And some classes don't seem like they are changing that drastically, just becoming more powerful. And like the class getting some new abilities or like reworked abilities and becoming more powerful is cool, but like I think the really awesome part of the season is seeing those classes that now play drastically different than they've ever played in any version of the game, you know? Like giving Paladin a bunch of abilities that they had in Wrath, that's great, you know, they're going to be a lot more powerful, more versatile, more useful. But then again, it's just a Wrath Pally. Whereas, you know, using Metamorphosis as a tanking form, that's like incredibly different than anything any Warlock has ever seen. That's kind of what I'm hoping with the Hunter, you know, which is, you know, I should do some research, and maybe you guys can tell me, is there actually any kind of glyph or spec combination that's gonna really allow me to be a melee hunter? Because I saw the Lone Wolf, glyph. You know, you deal 15% more damage when you don't have a pet out. You know, but that's been in the game before. That's been part of the marksman tree for a long time now. Maybe since Kata, I don't know. So that wouldn't really be groundbreakingly different for the class. That would just be, again, giving them something they got later on that makes them more powerful or in a different way. So yeah, I should look into that and see. Other classes I went through, you know, I didn't really feel pulled towards the warrior. I don't know why. You know, I kind of know why. I think it was their glib handling of the warrior during the announcement, when they just were kind of like, oh, our goal is to make warriors not OP anymore. Now everyone is OP. And I was just kind of like, wow, that's like some anti-warrior sentiment right there. Like, are they going to do anything cool for the warrior? Because it seems like you hate warrior, bruh. Yeah, it seemed like they were just really down on the warrior. And that, like, when I think about the class now, when I think about playing warrior in SOD, all I think about is that meme. The last slide they put up about the warrior, you know, we don't want him to be OP anymore, we want everybody to be OP. Yeah, I'm like, what better way to make everybody as powerful as the warrior than just to kind of leave the warrior gimped and not as interesting as the other classes. So strangely, I didn't even do a pros and cons list for the warrior. Whereas, like, typically, like, historically, it's my favorite class. And yeah, I blame Blizzard. I probably should do a pros and cons list, you know. First con is a meme now. Okay, that's a con. Now it's a meme class. The other con is, like, I would want to do blacksmithing and mining, because I really want to get the new crafting patterns that they're adding to the game. Because it's really awesome that they're adding new crafted gear to the game. And so I would have to do blacksmithing and mining. And you know, leveling up mining on this character has been a struggle, you know. And I've been, like, pretty into it, and I've been trying to keep up with it, but it's been hard. Same thing with engineering. I feel like we kind of hit this place with engineering where, like, because I'm not mining a lot, obviously we can't move forward. And I kind of worry about the same thing happening with blacksmithing. You know, it might be a little bit different because I suppose, like, listen, to level 25 endgame, it'll be really, really easy to max out a profession, because your profession's going to top out at what, like 150? You know, I don't think we're not going to be working our professions all the way to like 225, 300 in the first phase. So, like, I wonder exactly where we get capped. You guys probably know, like, at level 25, where are you capped on professions? Probably somewhere around 150, I would guess. So, you know, I guess to that point, like, I could at least get my mining up and cap it for this for the first part of the season, right? Maybe that would be okay. It makes it a lot more manageable, because then, like, if you fall a little bit behind, you're still within that, like, level bracket, you know. Like, let's say our mining falls a bit behind. Well, you know, so what? We're capped at 25 anyway. We'll have plenty of time to run around in the zone and mine. You know, especially if we're talking about just being able to mine once in Ashenvale, which probably only takes us up to iron, right? Yeah, so maybe I should do a more thorough pros and cons for the warrior. Part of me thinks, like, I should look at some of the runes, you know, like, it sucks because when you know the information is out there, a part of your brain wants to, like, save your future self, like, maybe disappointment or wasted time, and you want to look at it, you know, you want to look at the abilities, you want to kind of be able to plan and know, like, what the class is going to feel like. At the same time, like, I don't really want much spoiled for myself. You know, besides the abilities they showed off at BlizzCon, I haven't really looked at any data mined ability list or anything like that. So, but part of me, like, with the warrior, like, I would just love to know, like, you know, same thing I fear with, like, the paladin. Is it gonna just feel like a Wrath of the Lich King warrior? You know, not that there's anything wrong with that, but I've played a Wrath warrior, you know. What I want to do in SOD is play a SOD class. Like, I want to play a true SOD class. a true Season of Discovery class that's been like really worked on and feels very different. And with some of the classes, you know, you can get that. Obviously with the Warlock you can get that. Maybe with the Rogue you can get it. The Mage being able to heal, you know, you can be a healing mage now. So if you want to be a healer, now you can do it on a mage. Like, how amazing is it? That's tempting even to me. Maybe I should expand my pros and cons list for the mage. Like, so I look at those classes that are drastically changing, and I'm like, man, like I kind of want to have that experience. I don't want to end up on a class that just feels like a different version from like a later expansion, you know. That would be kind of lame when these other options are on the table. You know, same thing with priests, like giving them penance and then giving them the spells that they would learn, like that they would get added to the class later on, you know, Kata and beyond. So yeah, I guess the point of that whole conversation was just to provide an example of how, like, ultimately I am still undecided. My pros and cons list led me back to the Hunter, which I feel like would be great. I would like to try Melee Hunter, but again, I don't know with certainty that that's going to be an option. You know, we can go without a pet, but you know, ultimately, having spent time on the Hunter, I kind of like having my pet now. You know, like when I first started the Hunter this time around, like I was not a Hunter fan. In my past, I just have not liked pet classes. I never have gotten really interested in my pet or anything like that. Like at first I wasn't even going to name it. But after spending time on it, as much time as we have, I kind of like my pet. I was thinking, like, with a night elf, I'd like to have an owl. I think that would be really nice. And so, like, a part of me is not really, like, super excited for, like, a petless hunter glyph rune ability. A part of me would be more excited to be a melee hunter that still has my pet out. You know, like, me and my pet just, like, in melee, beating up on enemies. Like, obviously, I think I would love to have a hunter where I could start from range, deal a little bit of damage from range, send the pet in, but the pet doesn't, you know, maybe the pet doesn't taunt right away. Maybe the pet just waits with me until the enemy gets here, and then we both start fighting together. Something like that, where, like, obviously we'll still use some ranged abilities, why wouldn't we? But then I want to be able to pull an enemy into melee, and I want to finish him in melee. So, like, we would do it like this. And then the pet would attack, and then it's like, it would be okay if we get hit a little bit. You know, eventually pet would taunt. Eventually, in this scenario, that's not going to happen because we shot him a bunch. And we did a lot of damage. But, you know, with a melee spec, we'd assume that we would deal less damage on the lead up. And then we'd go into melee and deal the bulk of our damage. That's how I'd like it to play. Pretty much that example. That would be, like, fun for me with a pet, with a melee spec. But again, without me doing a bunch of research on data mine abilities and stuff, I have no way of knowing if that's ever going to be a thing that works. And like, yeah, obviously we can make it work. Like, I can make it work right now. You know, we could do that. We can do that right now. We could pull somebody in. We can get our pet in there. We can go into melee. We can do it. You know, it's just not really good. And obviously, so the goal would be to have it actually feel good. You'd probably also lay down some traps. Maybe you'd have more access to use Mongoose Bite more often, or maybe another melee ability. And obviously, you'd want the kill rate to be faster. And to be fair, we're not hitting a bunch because I don't think our weapon skill is up to snuff. Let's see, axes and swords. It's not terrible, but yeah, obviously we don't melee often. I do notice we're running a little bit low on ammo. I can craft a little bit of ammo, and that might keep us out in the field long enough to get this quest finished if we have to. Yeah, I should probably. I was just thinking I should probably be grinding on these cats as well, because ultimately we're gonna need gold for the mount, and I don't have a lot of gold. We have 20 gold. The paladin died with like 23 or 28 gold, and like our bank alt, you know, maybe has a little bit of gold. Apparently, we might have 7 gold on the bank alt, 6 gold on the warrior. We have a total of 36 gold across all characters. So, you know, we need about 65 more gold. Which is not, it's not, that's if we were to throw all of our gold at it from every character, you know, if we got desperate we could. And we would need to save up about 65 more golds from right now. Which means, like, ideally we'd want to have about 75 golds in our bag. I think it comes out, if you have rep with your faction, which we do, it turns out to be like 90 gold overall for the training and the mount. So on other characters we have about 12 or 13. Yeah, we have a ways to go, but it's not insurmountable. Alright, now this area, we can't send our pet in here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys. 8. Oh my god, this is like, you need like a 3-person group to take this. There's no way you would even want to pull all these guys even with 2 people. I don't even know if 3 people would do it. Maybe they can be pulled in groups of 3s. I don't know. It doesn't look like it. It looks like they're all going to pull together no matter what. We are going to just avoid that completely. I'm not going to try to get clever around there. Also, there's an elite crocolisk around here somewhere. We have to make sure that we don't aggro him either. Here he is right up here. There he is. Elder Saltwater Crocolisk Elite. I remember there was one character where I was looking for Elder Crocolisks, and I kept seeing this guy and just going after him, thinking he was any other croc. And he was an elite. It might have been on our human paladin on Bloodsail Buccaneers that this happened. Because I would fight him for a minute, and everything would kind of be okay. And then I'd realize, oh no, wait. He's an elite. It's not going to be okay. Hey, there we go, that's the quest done. The only unfortunate thing is it turns in down in Booty Bay. And our only real method of getting to Booty Bay that's not running would be going up to Duskwood and flying over. So we'll probably have to do that. What do we got? We've got issues right here. Let's take care of this. Okay, let's take care of this too, I guess. It's that close camera. Let's go check the hunter's camp. You'd think, oh no, Kermit, no! Oh no, Kermit, what are you doing? It's like you can do like a kill order almost, because like he was attacking one guy, I told him to attack another guy, and then I told him to attack the third guy. He killed first guy and third guy, then went back for the second guy that I targeted. Which is, oh, we don't have any ammo? Why? Why don't we have ammo? Oh, it's different. Oh no. Kermit might not make it. Let's get him a heal. Alright, yeah, we need to find ammo. You'd think the hunter's camp would have ammo. If they are actually a hunter's camp, somebody there sells ammo. Lots of people on this morning. It seems like there is still, you know, all the hype for hardcore. It doesn't seem like the game type is going anywhere. I'm going to be really interested to see what the server populations are like after SOD comes out. But it feels like people are going to keep doing the hardcore thing. I mean, I plan to. Let's see. Greetings. You're an axe crafter. Oh no. No ammunition. That puts us in kind of a rough spot.
Safe travels. Well met.
That's right, I forgot I said I would try to do this quest. I did say that I would try to do the quest. That's about all I can get rid of, unfortunately.
Go with honor, friend.
And now, I guess we have to do the run. Yeah, we have to... I mean, we need ammo. That's the only thing. Like, I can craft a little bit. I only have the one bronze bar, so... I have some tin, but I don't have any copper. It puts us in a little bit of a bind. Is there anywhere else, like, where's my Hearthstone set? Hearthstone is set in Deep Water Tavern. Yeah. That's not really a place where I have anything nearby that I want to be working on right now. Yeah, we're kind of in a weird place on this character right now. I think that ultimately I have to go to Desolus. I do think I have to head to Desolus as our next move. Level 35, like we're not going to be able to do anything else here really. We could probably go after the tumbled crystals. And we maybe could even do Curzon's Mystery. Oh, not Curzon's Mystery, the next kill quest. Which apparently we never took. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Special Forces. I don't think the enemies in there are level 38. I believe they're like level 35, level 36. So potentially we could do that, you know. Here's Private Thorson. He's not doing his event. He's fighting a young panther, so good for him, I guess. Let's go ahead and help him out.
What can I do for you?
And he's off. Oh, wait. What's this? Oh, we have ammo over here. Alright. That's good. That saves us quite a bit of a run.
What can I do for you?
There we go.
For the Alliance.
Now we're good to go. Let's go check out Curzon's Cave, and we'll see what level the Commandos and Head Shrinkers are. I know you guys love it when I do this quest. Oh, snap. Okay.
Hey there.
I never get this quest. I don't even know what it's going to be about. Let's take it. I don't want to lose the opportunity to have it. Thank you for saving me. I know how this looks, but allow me to explain. I was charged by Lieutenant Doran to re-enlist with Curzon's men so that I might spy on them and bring solely needed intelligence to the rebels. You saw here what I had thought would be my chance to infiltrate Curzon's compound. I was wrong, and again, thanks for saving me. Speak with Doran. Okay, we have to run back up here really quick, right? I think this sends us into one of the buildings to get an item. I'm not like 100% sure. But either way, it's a little bit of XP. And I hardly ever find that quest, like when it's active. You have to find him like right after he's been junked by a couple of NPCs.
King's honor, friend. Be careful. Light bless you.
Find Bookie Herod's records. Okay.
Honor,
Yeah, I believe that's an item inside one of the buildings. So we should be able to do that one as well. I did not see this guy at all. And in fact, I have to focus fire him. Well, if he's running, he's not healing. So there's that. One day our pet might get him back. There we go. Now he's probably gonna big heal. Or not. No, he's running now. That's good. And there's the full heal. Oh, gross. And we've got aggro on him. He's got a beefy heal over time too, man. That heal over time chunks his health back. Alright, yeah, inside here we've got a medicine man, we've got a fighter. Let's see if we can clear this guy first. We need to have a place to retreat to, basically, if we have to pull these guys out. Yeah, I'd love to pull these guys out and kind of back myself right over here. Mainly I want to get away from this camp behind us. Alright, this should be good. I'm gonna keep my arcane shot off cooldown so I can try to blast through the incoming heal. Yeah, he didn't even try to heal, it didn't look like. Oh, nice. Level 36. Oh, we have 2. I am so bad. I have 2 unspent talent points. Okay. Well. You know, I said I would go into Spirit Bond, but Frenzy gives our pet a 20% chance to gain 30% attack speed for 8 seconds after dealing a crit. That's really good. Intimidation, command your pet to intimidate the target. High amount of threat, yeah, and stunning them, that could be good. We'll grab that eventually. I think I will go into Spirit Bomb. We'll grab both points right now. While your pet is active, you and your pet will regenerate 2% of your total health every 10 seconds. So, you know, just passive regen, you and your pet, so it cuts down on the times that we need to heal him up between fights. If we've taken a little bit of damage, we'll heal it up faster. So yeah, I feel like it's a good talent. And a lot of you guys have told me that I need it, so... We got lucky we didn't pull this other one. Cross healing is really bad with these guys. We might have some serious cross healing about to happen. Okay, we got him. Oh, we are lucky. If he had got cross healed like that, like, I don't know, we could probably still live, you know, but it would be bad. It'd be a long, long fight, and Kermit would probably die by the end of it. Oh, that's not what we wanted right now. That is not what we wanted or needed. Alright, well, we got through it. It was not ideal. As a hunter, you know, it's like we can handle a lot of situations that no other class really could. It's almost like cheating. You know, I wouldn't say it's easiest class in hardcore, because I don't believe that any class in hardcore is easy. By its very nature, like, every class is very difficult in hardcore. But if you learn how to play a little bit, like I've learned a little bit about how to play, just a little bit. I'm still not very good, but if you know a little bit about how to control the pet, you know, you got a good key binding like we have to send him in, you can handle a lot of situations that other classes simply can't. He healed early. So early. Use the small brass key to open Bookie Herod's strongbox. After further study of his notes, a few references to a secure strongbox are contained among various papers. The box is somewhere within the stockpile of the cave. Okay, it's in the back of the cave. Don't know if we'll ever get to the back of the cave, because I'm pretty sure Kurdzin's an elite. But maybe. You know, it's always possible. Do we want to go after the commandos and the head shrinkers now? That's the question. Let's pop our heads in here. There's usually at least one of them inside of here. Sometimes even two. I have flare. Okay, I have flare. As you guys are no doubt heading to the comments to tell me about. And I should probably use it in here, shouldn't I? Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of agility. We have 5 agility here, 3 agility here. That's 8 agility. This is 14 agility on it. I kinda have to equip this. Yeah, I mean, we lose a little bit of stamina, and the strength we didn't need at all, so really, we're only losing stamina. And we're gaining 7 agility. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. I like how, like, the dwarves get to have big weapons. You know how, like, on the blood elves, especially, like, on the blood elf female, they make all the weapons, like, super small? I like that the weapon gets to keep its, like, normal proportions. That's nice. Yes, I will fire a flare. Mm-hmm. I could also just track hidden. Maybe I should be doing both of those things. If I was a good hunter, I would be. Where are the tracking stuff? Track maybe survival. Track beast. Track hidden. Oh, we've aggroed another guy. Yeah, we need to get in here. We need to give our pet a little heal. Let's do that. And we need to feed our pet. Very nice, very nice. Oh, look at that. And another heal for the pet. We got lucky with that one. We've already got 9 out of 10 commandos. We had to kill so many of them at the entrance. I'm glad that we brought along some water because now I'm actually starting to use quite a bit of it. It's probably just because we're fighting at level guys. And there we go. That's about as easy as it gets for this one. We do have one skeleton right behind us.
What can I do for you? Be careful.
And then the Curzon Elites and the Curzon Sub-Chiefs and his head. I'll take this.
Go with honor, friend.
I don't think I've ever done this quest in Classic Era. We would have to have a group for it, you know. But I'll hold on to it for a little bit and we will see. For now, guys, I am going to heart this back to Civilization, and I'm going to stop here for today. We have made a significant chunk of progress and hit level 36. Only 3 more levels till we're at level with the pally we lost, and only 4 more levels until we can get our mount. It's going to be time for grinding soon. Thank you guys very much for joining me today. I really do appreciate the support. As always, take care of yourselves out there in the real world and take care of each other. And we will see you back in Azeroth again very soon. Bye for now.